momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Pringle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Compton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Push is ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff for Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
pickup. They come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finds his man. It's Pringle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Pringle. He's got the 1st down. Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense
grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making the adjustment. Mensah. Rush right in his face. Fires quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Right at the line. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tags on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Changing the routes with his receivers. Give to the running back. Snowed under by the defense. 3rd and long right here. Here's Mensa to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Incomplete. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Frazier. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Mensah. He wants to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Canes in the hurry up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Wants to go up top on second down. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moves to his right. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Terrapins with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Second down to the air. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab deep. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Runs through a tackle, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, that luck is a must.
Second down, going to throw it. Throws it deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's finally stopped
2 for 2.
and brought down
Yeah,
at
it's
the
rebound.
15.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Tough run here. It's Phillips. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. From deep, it's Compton. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On first down, Nate Frazier breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Driven back.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Canes want to crank the tempo. wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Mensa fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Looking down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. So first down will open up the final period. Fresh center downs going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's Mensa to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Frazier. He's past the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Sweet cut there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Can't get him to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Got a little space. He's got enough. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Right side, it's Pringle. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Drops back on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call.
Snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
We've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Mensa. Out wide left, it's Pringle. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On the ground, it's Pringle. All over him immediately. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.